This video will cover the second type of group, which are kits. Kits are logical grouping of items in the inventory associated with one purpose on board the boat, such as in this case, I have established a kit for my Northern Lights generator service parts. When I look at the contents of it, it looks very similar to what I showed as the contents of a container, but in this case there's a couple of extra columns. There's a quantity that's in the inventory. So looking at my Rotella T motor oil, I have 7 quarts in the inventory. I've specified for this kit I need to have a minimum of 3 quarts. The quantity available column says how many are left in the inventory. Since in this case there are 7 and I only need 3 in this kit, there must be at least one other kit that's requiring some of this motor oil. And as a matter of fact, if I go back and go look at my Yanmar service parts and I look at the contents of it, it needs 4, so that accounts for the total of 7 quarts in the inventory. I have no excess available in the inventory at this time. If there's a negative number on the inventory, such as for my long life coolant, I'm saying I need to have 2 quarts of that available, and I have none. So I am short 2 quarts of coolant. And if I then did a report and ran one of the inventory reports and says I want to just do the shopping list, and I generate that report, well, it's hard to see here, but the long life coolant shows up right here. Going back to my kits and the Northern Lights service kit, if I wanted to change or add an item on this kit, I have to do it on the item data page. Unlike containers where you can move items in and out of containers from either the enter, edit, find, or several other pages in the program, kits can only be managed. Contents of kits can only be managed from the item data page. Those will eventually change, but for now, this is the only page. So, in this case, let's say I wanted to increase the quantity, reserve quantity for the Rotella T engine oil for this Northern Lights service kits. If I do the update, then I go back here and look at the Rotella T, I see now I am short one quart of oil in the inventory. I should have more. One of the other values of the kits is that they can be linked to maintenance tasks. So going down here and going to my Northern Lights generator and looking at the update task, so let's see, change the lube oil and filters. If you look over here, again hard to see, it's out, is the Northern Lights service parts kit is linked to this task. If I click the updates, well, it brings up everything that's in here, and let's say we just did an oil change and I use 3 of those quarts. Update that, and now if I go back to the groups and look at my Northern Lights service parts, the contents, I'm now down 4 quarts in the inventory. To specify a kit to go with a maintenance system or a maintenance system task, you go to the task sheet. You check the box that says attach a parts kit to this task, then you can go down and choose the parts kit that you want to have included. Well, that's a brief overview now of the second group, type of group on the Boat Records VBA inventory, the kits.